Everybody, it's Angel Naphtali here. So I went for a walk today. I just needed to get outside. I was like, even though I was out yesterday, I've been saying all summer, right? Fresh air, breathe, sunshine, and no rain. How's that go? Well, I'm not gonna sing right now. Anyhow, I just thought I'd sit with you for a few minutes and, you know, enjoy some peaceful moments and talk about life. So how you doing? How's life? Are you getting your exercise on? Are you getting your walk on? Are you getting your fresh air? That's a helicopter going by. Or riding your bike. I like it when I see kids riding their bikes. Does that bring you back to your childhood days when you used to jump on your spider bikes and just ride with a bunch of kids and go down to the park? And you didn't have to check with your parents, you just did it. Your parents would say, go outside, play in the traffic. Get out of here. So we did. We just got on our bikes and took off. The whole bunch of us in the neighborhood. And ride to the park, play baseball, boys and girls. Played basketball. We didn't have to take our dogs for the walk. We just let our dogs come with us. They didn't have to be on a leash because the dogs just knew they had to watch us because we could get into trouble. We didn't have parks like this park over here. We didn't have fancy parks like that. We had those ones with a little spinning thing, and you entertain yourself by what? Running around and spinning each other on it, you know? So, yeah. Whew. Just letting the wind go on by, you know? So I would have gone and picked up my grandchildren, but I said, you know what? I need a moment to myself. It's interesting watching the trees just respond to me talking. It's almost like they're happy because I've been sitting here for a good half an hour and the trees weren't doing nothing. The minute I start talking, they want to have something to say. But what do you guys want to say? They're just happy people are out here enjoying life, I guess. So some people have been texting me and, you know, like answering some of my videos I've been putting up recently regarding Glen, thinking that I'm having a hard time. I'm not having a hard time because I know things. I know certain things that go on in the outer worlds. So I'm good. I just want to make sure that other people are good. So I do these things to help you get through your pains, your heart aches, because I know it is lonely and it's painful, especially when you didn't get to say goodbye to somebody. And I feel bad that nobody got to say goodbye. But those were kind of his wishes, and I had to abide by them. He didn't want a funeral. He didn't want a wake. He didn't want any of that. But he said we could have celebrations of life, and we could gather together and make music. And unfortunately, that plan got messed up by Corona. So at least for this year and next year, we probably won't be able to do that. But we'll plan it together, you and me and everybody that's interested. We'll put together a big, I'm talking about big, massive entertainment fiasco, you know, whatever you want to call it. You know, if you knew Glen, you knew that he didn't like carnival, but he liked Juve, and he liked playing pan, and he loved being on stage and playing his drums and playing music. And he was a showman. You know, he did a good job. He liked being back there behind the band, controlling it, telling it what to do, and executing. He could be an orchestrator for sure for the time that I've known him. So, you know, it's all of that is what we need to celebrate. People like that need to be remembered in a positive way. We can't worry about the man's life and what he did and what he didn't do, and when he was here, and what he did as a youngster and what he did as a young adult, or even relationships. We can't worry about that. All we can worry about is what his works proved to show that he did. So that's what I'm talking about. We have to celebrate that part of him, that what was important to him was music, and important that he was able to share all of that with you. And the good one thing he said to me, I think it was December 2018, somewhere right around there. The bands here in Boston, and you know, fans and people of the Ghetto People band, his band, put together a fundraiser while he was here when they found out that he was not doing too good. And he was so moved by that. He said, most people don't get to realize how much they've contributed to the world or to people, or whether they're even loved. He said, I didn't expect that people would love me or care about me in this way, in this big way. He said, and I feel blessed, beyond blessed, that I'm still here to witness it. So for all of you who helped to make that happen when he was here, I just want to give you big thanks, because you made his world for that reason. And whenever we do have a celebration, and we have had a few, but not to the extent and in the capacity of what he really wanted, because of the circumstances at hand with this panda crap. But whenever we had something, little things, little events that took place after his passing in September 26, 2019, after that, those little things matter. Yeah, he's not here anymore to know what we're doing, but we are, and we're honoring him. And I know that when we do those things, he's always around. He's always around. So, excuse me, I waved something across there. I feel his spirit very strong when it comes to music, and little things that we do in regards to that. We recently had a little small family and neighborhood gathering. It wasn't very big because we couldn't have it very big, in our backyard, to honor him for his first year anniversary of leaving us. And as soon as the music started playing, all of a sudden, in the midst of the sunshine, it was sprinkling rain. Not rain like hard stuff where you need an umbrella or you need to run for shelter. No, it was just like a little sprinkle, like a little something that fell upon your face or your head, and you knew he was around and he was happy. And for the rest of the day, the sun stayed out. It only happened for a few seconds. Unusual, wasn't meant to happen, but it did. So that's how I know when he's happy about stuff. He either talks to the wind. He loves to make rainfall. Those are things that he does when he's emotional, or he's just trying to bless us and let us know that he's around. And I'm not imagining that. And because I do know some things beyond, because And I can't go into that story right now, but because I do know certain things, I know that he's definitely around. So all you have to do is call his name, and you probably will witness it as well. Anyhow, enough of that. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about what's going on with you and what's going on with me. Well, I already told you what's going on with me. I just like to do little things that give me peace, and going outside, taking walks, doing yoga, tai chi, meditation in the park, listening to my music, watching kids at play. Music, which we can't do too much of right now because we got to get this corona out of here because it's not helping. I don't see why we can't have like a band play in the middle of the field like they're playing soccer right now. I believe if they're having soccer, and they are, there's 2 fields right now where they are practicing. I don't know if you can see from here. That field, the kids are practicing soccer, and then there's another field down there, which you can't see from here. I hope I'm not messing up the audio. If soccer can go on, why couldn't we just have a concert in the park like we used to do when I was a teenager, when I played in a band? We used to go open up for big bands like Commodores and Temptations and OJs and those kind of bands, all those R&B bands down where I live in Martha's Vineyard. And I had a little rock and roll band. I was the drummer, and man, we used to kick ass, you know what I'm saying? We used to kick ass opening up for big bands and making people happy. And all we did was go in the park. They set up a little stage, and the band, and we open up the acts and music till like, midnight in the summertime. And I don't see why we can't do that here. All summer there's been like nothing. People gathering in the park, sitting in little groups. Like I guess I was called social networking. Social networking without being online. And I just believe, looking at what I'm seeing around me right now, they could have set up a little stage. People could gather in those same little groups, with families around the area, keep their social distancing, sit and have a little picnic, even movie night, They were supposed to have movie nights in certain areas. I don't know if they did. Someone told me they were supposed to, and every time I tried to check it out, I couldn't find them. I'm telling you, this is what we're supposed to be doing. Outside, enjoying life. Be outside, taking deep breaths. And having fun, That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be stuck up in our houses doing literally isolation and closing up our lungs, because when you're stuck up in the house, you're not breathing fresh air. You're breathing your stale air that's already in there. Despite all of what they try to tell me, I have opened up my windows wide in my house. I let the fresh air move from front to back to front, and sideways, and getting the air flowing in my house. And that's why I am as strong as I am. I don't use air conditioning. I use all that crap. And I was outside, as you know, almost all summer. Only days I wasn't out was when it was raining. And I couple of times I did go out in the rain and walked with my umbrella. I just didn't tell you about it. But yeah. So Thursdays, I'm going to do coffee day, where I'm going to go take a walk to some local place and have coffee and do a live feed. And then I will let you know ahead of time so you can either join in on the social media, or you can join me in person. Not bothering me. Got to drink your coffee. I have mine today. See? It's called Dunkin' Donuts Caramel Craze. Not that I'm advertising them, but I'm just saying today is my day by myself, so I have to do it alone. But when I go to a coffee shop, I don't go inside, I'm outside. You know, S&S is my favorite spot to hang out, because I could just sit there and have my coffee, sitting at the table watching people walk by, taking my deep breaths of air and having my coffee and maybe a bite to eat and enjoying life. Anyway, it's starting to get dark out here, and I know I'm going to have to head home because I don't see too good when it's dark. And I got to keep myself safe so my kids, my grown-ass kids, don't have a problem with me being out. Like, who cares? I know how to protect myself. Don't make me go in my bag and show you how I know how to take care of myself, because I will. Well, I'm in a park right now, so I can't. But I'm just saying, I know how to deal with things. But I really don't want to be out here when it's dark. I don't want to be outside walking. In the park, I feel safe, but outside of it, not so safe, because I have to walk and sometimes I don't see my peripherals. No, it's not old age. No. I have a bad eye. So, and I get those baby blues, but I didn't take too good a care of them when I was younger, like I was told to do. Stay out of the sunlight. No. Little beach bunny girl here. Always at the beach with no sunglasses. Who can wear sunglasses at the beach? You got to jump in the water. How are you going to jump in the water every 5 minutes and swim? Or jump off the jetties, or jump off the boat wharf and do coin diving, because I was one of the first girls that did coin diving. And that's a story for another day. But coin diving was fun. I earned a lot of money being a girl in the water. If I had sunglasses on, I wouldn't have been earning nothing. So, I'm just saying, there's certain things I screwed up on, and I know that. That's life. I enjoyed my life. I enjoyed who I am, and I enjoyed all the things that I did as a young person and teenager. I was a crazy teenager. Absolutely crazy. But I had fun too. I'm not saying I didn't have any bad moments, because we all do, but they're all part of lessons. I can look at everything that went wrong in my life and chalk it off for saying it was a lesson that needed to be learned. And I tell my kids and my grandchildren the same thing, or other kids for that matter. You learn from what happens to you, unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on how you look at it. You have to wait a few years to realize whether you learned something from it. But I can honestly say that lessons are, or things that get in the way, are definitely lessons to accomplish that you came in here to learn. Then you move on and you do the next thing. Some things are good, some things are not good. But anyway, I'm gonna say adios, amigos and amigas. Adios to all my hombres and friends from far and wide, and wishing you all well until the next time you hear the sound of my voice, which will be soon. And I will give you the link soon on how to get to my YouTube page, because I have a few of them. So they're all under Angel Naphtali. Anyway, you could Google that and you'll probably find all my pages. But where am I going to put these videos? One of them. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. On one of those pages, I'm going to do my stories. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. In the meantime, take care of yourself. And remember, get fresh air, breathe, exercise. See, somebody's over there exercising right now. Exercise, stretch, go for walks, enjoy kids, enjoy life, enjoy nature, enjoy your animals, and get outside. Because pretty soon the snow is going to come in. And then you'll be complaining, oh, it's snowing out. And then you get outside and you shovel your snow. That's exercise too, and it's also fresh air. Building up your lungs. You need to have strong lungs to avoid all of what's going to be happening to us. Instead of having ventilators and tubes shoved down your throat, if you do what you got to do, you won't have to worry about all that. Okay? Viruses and flus come and they go. And we're always going to be plagued with them. Always. But you got to know how to counteract them. And I do all of what I need to do. And yes, I have my mask. See, it's right here. But I'm not around nobody. And I need to breathe. So, there you go. And I don't have that virus. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all soon in a few days. All right. Peace and love. Angel Naphtali.